looking at left to right, and we're getting this game underway right now. It's taken back at the 10-yard line. The return is up to the 20, and broken tackle out to midfield to the 25-yard line. Good return there by Carlos Rogers, and Woo will have it first down and 10. Sorry, it's Marcel Brooks on the return. And officially they will mark him out of bounds right at midfield. So it'll be first and 10 for the Woo from the 25-yard line. Woo set to go here on first down and 10. They've got the one player in the backfield right here. Quarterback set to take the snap here for the Woo with one receiver on the near side, twins on the far side. Man starts in motion here from the near side for the Woo. That motion man is Chris Franklin, but before they get the first snap underway, there is a false start delay a game, they're saying. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty here against the Woo. Vernon Sharp, the quarterback here for the Woo. Carlos Rogers also in the backfield here. Similar formation out with one lined up to the far side, one on the near side. Actually, the Twins on the near side with two guys on the line. One man starts in motion behind the line. Here's the handoff. It's coming near side. And that handoff going to Carlos Rogers. He's going to be pushed out of bounds here. A short gain of about a yard. And it'll bring up second down and 1. Or second down to 14 after that 5-yard penalty.
Second down to 14 from the 21-yard line. Here we go.
So back in the shotgun formation here once again. Again, this is 7-on-7 football. A year ago was 6-on-6. They've since added a man to each side of the roster. They use 16-man rosters here. Back to pass now. Rogers looking to throw. It's got a receiver open. That ball is caught on the near side. Chris Franklin hauls it in. Won't be enough for a first down, but it's a completed pass of 9 yards. And it brings up third down and 5 from the 20-yard line. A very manageable down here for the Woo. They'll set up Twins on the near side, one on the far side. One man also in on the near side of the line. On the far side, man starts in motion in the backfield here. There's the snap. Here's going to be a fake handoff. Quarterback will take it himself. And Vernon Sharp will run it to about 4 yards on the play. That's going to bring up now a 4th and 1 from the 16-yard line. Woo unable to pick up the first down here on his first series, but they'll get one stop and try to get it. Now, this is a Hot Springs team that twice last week stopped Eau Claire on a goal line stand. Made the difference in that 38-24 victory last week. Here comes the handoff. It's going to be faked, actually. Rogers takes it, trying to stretch. Fumbled the football. Still loose on the carpet. It's going to be picked up here, and the Woo's going to get it. First down out of it. Recovered by Chris Franklin, and it's enough for a Woo first down. Woo trying to stretch for the first down. It's a 7-yard gain on 4th down, and it's going to be first and 10 here for the Woo. So they recovered the fumble. Last week, fumbling was a problem, especially in the third quarter last week. It helped Duluth rally from a big comeback. Helmet goes off of one player here on the run up the middle. Carlos Rogers running up the middle. Gets to the 6-yard line, so it's a 1-yard gain. Brings up second and goal from the 6-yard line here. Time on the clock is 11:04 and counting. Wu trying to punch it in here on their opening possession, and now a whistle sounds and a timeout on the field. Iowa's going to take the timeout. That's their first charge timeout of the evening. Again, last week,
different restaurants located right in Denver, Iowa. Alley Cat's Grub House and Firehouse Pizza and Wings. Alley Cat's Grub House features breakfast, signature sandwiches and sauces, Matt's Mac and Cheese, Tex-Mex, and more. Also try Firehouse Pizzas and Wings, where they make their own in-house smoked bone-in wings, pizzas, flatbread, cheesy Alfredo buns, monkey buns, salad bar, and more. Catering options are also available. Visit us today, and we promise you won't leave hungry.
Springs start out the season 1-0. Looking for their second win here tonight. This is the inaugural road game of the franchise history for the Wise Guys. And the Woo trying to take advantage right here on the opening possession, now facing a second and goal for the 6-yard line. Vernon Sharp set to take the snap. Man in motion. Handoff will come to the near side. There's the run. Untouched into the end zone. Goes Jeff Mack for the touchdown. Owusu getting the catch. So Leslie Owusu able to get the conversion pass, giving the Woo an 8-0 advantage. So the Woo are up 8-0. They score on their opening possession here. A possession that started with a 5-yard delay of game penalty. It included one timeout by the Woo, but they get the touchdown by converting a 4th down play and picking up one first down. And now the kickoff here following the Woo's initial score of the game. It's Ray Bibbins back deep here, and that kickoff is going to bounce out of bounds. That'll be a touchback for the Woo. And so it'll be first down and 10 for the 5-yard line here for the Wise Guys. Wise Guys so named, by the way, because of kind of the seedy history in that area. It used to be a haven for quasi-illegal gambling and as a getaway for Prohibition area gangsters. That's where the name comes from. Obviously, a huge resort area right now with a terrific history and a terrific summer travel season. And they've made the Wise Guys a part of that destination. So now we see the Wise Guys for the first time in program history here on this their inaugural trip to the Hippodrome. High snap, ball's going to be caught on the near side. First pass of the game is going to net about 7 yards on the play as the Wise Guys pick up a first down on the pass completion to Lou Dorsey. Quarterback is Jordan Ambrose, back to pass. Ambrose airs it out. That ball is caught. Got hit right there as soon as he dropped the football, and the flag is down to the backfield. It is an apparent first down after an initial gain of 8 on the first play of the scrimmage. But again, a flag is down here on a completed pass. Oh, it's roughing the passer. So a gain of 8 on the initial play, and then a second pass play. And it'll be a 24-yard penalty here. First down for the Wise guys. If on a 10-yard penalty here after a 10-yard completed pass. Here's a pass, near side. Receiver wide open, and that ball is going to be caught enough for another first down. Prizes available to win. So an 8-6 lead for the Iowa Woo following the Hot Springs touchdown on their opening drive. Each team scoring on the opening possession. That was a 5-play, 42-yard drive for Hot Springs, and the pass to start after the kickoff went into the rafters. So the Woo, for the second consecutive drive, will start at midfield after the pass went into the rafters. So this will be a 1st and 10 situation for the Woo. Quarterback setting up once again. Vernon Sharp back in the backfield. He's got twin receivers there. One man on the far side ready to start in motion here for the Woo. That motion man is Chris Franklin. And back to pass being rushed. Throw it over the middle. That ball is incomplete. Pass intended out there for Justin Brown. Brings up second down here for the Woo. Woo getting a touchdown pass on a 6-yard run to cap the opening drive. Here's a handoff and nowhere to go that time for Jeff Mack as he was stopped here on the near side. It's going to end up being a loss of 1 for the Woo. So 3rd down and 11, almost 10 and a half. Back to pass here. And a shovel pass is caught. Max got it. Eludes the tackle, and it appears to be enough for a 1st down, but a flag is down to the Woo backfield.
Flag on the play.
So it looks like the completed pass is coming back. Penalty infraction against the Woo, and they're going to mark this one off. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's also a loss of down, so it is 4th down now. Fourth and 16 for the Woo. Line of scrimmage down at the 19-yard line. Motion man in progress. Back to pass. Flush out of the pocket. Defender got a hand on him. He's going to throw it down the far sideline and chucks it out of bounds. Good rush on right there. Sharp's pass intended for Mack. And a lot of pressure put on there by the Wise guys. It looked like it was Taylor Hunt, the defensive back, putting the pressure on. And that's going to be a turnover on downs now as Hot Springs will take over 1st down and 10 at the Iowa Woo 19-yard line. 6:57 remaining here in this opening quarter. Wise guys set to start their 2nd possession of the game after stopping the Woo on 4th down. And now it's up for this Iowa Woo defense to rise to the occasion as Jordan Ambrose is set to snap. Take the snap. He'll stand back in the pocket. Now just rushes straight ahead. 15 to the 10. Dives forward. He's close to a 1st down. He'll be stopped about a half-yard shy. Officially at the 10-yard line, so it's a 9-yard gain on the first carry.
Come on, fans. We need your energy. We need to get behind your defense. Let's hear you.
53 total yards here in these 2 drives. And a 2nd and a yard here for Hot Springs. High snap again, hauled in. The throw in dangerous territory. Threw it into triple coverage, but that ball is caught. Nice effort there, bringing in the pass. It's Luke Dorsey making the catch. And the Wise guys have got their 4th first down of the afternoon. Now it's 1st and goal to go just inside the 4-yard line. Trying to get their first score, or their first lead of the game here. Trailing 8-6. And again, back to pass is Jordan Ambrose. He'll take the high snap. He's going to be brought down. Tackled in the backfield there by Jamie Colon. But a flag is down on the play once again right at the line of scrimmage. There are actually 2 flags on the field. Encroachment for the defense. And that flag just bailed out what would have been a stellar tackle. So it goes half the distance of the goal line. That's about a 2-yard penalty right there. So instead of the Woo putting it back deep, it's going to be 1st and goal to go now for the Wise guys at the 2-yard line. Another flag comes down. This one appears to be against Hot Springs. Illegal procedure. So that'll move the first down marker back 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 6. Game getting a little bit sloppy here at goal line territory for both teams. Jordan Ambrose ready to take the snap. A little bit of confusion along that offensive line there for Hot Springs. Troy Evans, the near side man, looking to pass. And Ambrose will take it straight ahead off the initial hit. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Well, it looked like he might have just been cut down, stopped short. But Ambrose able to run it in from 6 yards out. Touchdown coming at the 4:42 mark of this opening quarter. Ambrose again with a rush. And a 2-point attempt coming up here now from the Wise guys. Back to pass. Ambrose looking. Now a 2-man rush is on. He'll just throw that one away. So the pass fails. And it's now a 4-point lead here for Hot Springs as they lead at 12-8. They score on the opening 2 drives of the game, able to punch it in here on a pair of Jordan Ambrose runs of 12 and 6 yards, following a 6-yard run by Jeff Mack of the Woo, and a 2-point conversion pass from Vernon Sharp to Leslie Owasu on the Woo's opening possession. The Woo starting their first 2 possessions right at midfield. The first one was just a return there. The second one was because the pass following the touchdown hit the rafters. And we'll see if they get a better throw at the football. They do. It's going to bounce at the 11. It had to go within the 10. And so the flag is out. And that illegal throw is going to put the Woo back in pretty good field position here. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Woo. And for the 3rd time today, they're going to get the football at the 25-yard line. 3 possessions and 3 times starting in midfield. This drive starting at the 4:35 mark of the first quarter for the Woo. Back in pass formation now is Vernon Sharp, man, starting in motion for the near side. Chris Franklin, reverse it. There's the fake handoff. Sharp will keep it himself, rush it to the near side. He's brought down here on the near side. Tackle made by Deshaun Palmer, and it's a rush of 11 yards, and it's enough for a Woo first down. So 1st and 10 here for the Iowa Woo. That's the second first down of the game for the Woo. And a little miscommunication there and a handoff back to pass. A throw in the end zone. Dangerous pass into double coverage, but almost a terrific catch there by Jeff Mack. Tried to one-hand that one, going over the middle. Just could not quite haul it down. Correction, that was Franklin, the intended target. Could not haul it down in double coverage, so now it's 2nd down and 10 from the 15, or from the 14, where they mark it. Check into play right now is Vernon Sharp, throws it to the 15. This time it is Franklin on the receiving end. Hot Springs almost not letting up right there, causing a little bit of fracas there on that far sideline. But the pass is complete. They're going to mark him out after a gain of 5. So it'll be 3rd and 5 from the 10-yard line. So far, the Woo have attempted 2 third downs and failed on both. They're 1 of 2 on 4th down conversions this afternoon. Here's the fake handoff. This will be a keeper up the middle and enough for a first down. Nice effort there by Vernon Sharp to pick it up. From the 10-yard line to the 4, it is a 6-yard gain. And the Woo have got their first down of the afternoon. Minute 29 left, 90 seconds remaining here in this opening quarter. The Woo punching it, knocking on the door here once again, trying to punch it in. Man in motion, that's Franklin. Back to pass, throw over the middle. That ball's going to be incomplete. The hit was almost immediate right there. Pass intended for Leslie Owasu. And it looked like Ray Bivens that came up and made the stop defensively. That brings up 2nd down. Yep, side for the Woo. Oh, the clock does not stop despite the incomplete pass, so we're down to about 50 seconds remaining. Be 2nd down and 4. Franklin, correction, that is Justin Brown on the near side. As Franklin winds up wide on the far side. Back to pass now as Rogers throws it over the middle. The ball is caught. JoJo Ollerbrice on the receiving end of the pass. But it's going to be 3rd down now. Call it 3rd and about 3. Be a 2-yard gain on the play. Hot Springs now making it easy for the Woo. 2 seconds, 1 second. They're going to let the clock run down to 0, and that's the end of the first quarter. Right here now is the Iowa Woo trying to punch it in, facing a 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line. Trailing 12-8 are the Woo. Scored on their opening possession, stopped on possession 2. Their 3rd possession, it's a handoff to the outside, and a touchdown for the Woo. It is Jeff Mack scoring for the Woo. Touchdown coming on the first play of the second quarter from 3 yards out as the Woo convert at the 14:57 mark of the second quarter. Mack now with his 2nd touchdown run of the day. Runs of 6 and 3 yards. The Woo will go for 2 here once again. Three receivers on the near side. Man starting in motion going the other way. That's Kyvon Smith now lining up on the far side, and he's going to call a timeout. But a flag out first. The false start against the Iowa Woo, so this 2-point conversion attempt will be from 5 yards back. It'll be for the 15-yard line now instead of the 10. Woo, though, with a 2-point lead right now at 14-12. And Vernon Sharp ready to take the snap back from the 20-yard line. Man starts in motion with the near side. There's the snap. Blitz is on. And a throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Wow. Terrific job there just by Rogers to get that throw off. Jamin Williams coming in and providing the pressure right there, but that 2-point conversion pass fails. But the Iowa Woo, on their third possession, able to score. And the Woo now lead it 14-12. 3 times they started midfield, scoring twice. And now it's up to that Iowa Woo defense to rise to the occasion. Hot Springs has scored on both first quarter possessions here this afternoon. Back deep to throw this one off will be Carlos Rogers. The deep man for Hot Springs, standing back at his own goal line, is Ray Bibbins. And here comes the throw. It'll bounce at the 9-yard line. Bibbins will let it go. Now he's going to pick it up back at the 1, and they're going to smother him around the 3-yard line. Call it the 2. So the Woo were able to get back defensively, and for the first time today, they've been able to pin the Wise Guys deep by their own goal line. And it's going to be 1st and 10 right there for Hot Springs. Statistically, unofficially, it's been a fairly even game. Woo with 59 yards of offense. Hot Springs, or I should say Iowa Woo with 53 yards of offense. Hot Springs with 59. But this is the deepest part of the field that either team has started from today. Here's the snap in the end zone. The pass out to the far side. The tackles have been made about the 7-yard line. Pass is caught by Lou Dorsey on the throw there from Jordan Ambrose. So Dorsey with a short gain on the completion. And they're going to give him 5 yards on that completion. And so now it's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. Or 2nd and 5. So Ambrose, by the time he takes the snap, will be back at his own 1-yard line. Man starts in motion. Rolls it out. He'll throw. Receivers got it, and it's enough for a 1st down. Pass is caught out there by Marlo Washington, but a flag is down. And Washington may have gone over the line of scrimmage first. No, it's going to be a holding call against Hot Springs, so that's going to nullify the gain. And they will move the sticks half the distance to the goal. That is going to put the football at the 1-yard line. So while the drive started at the 2, it's now starting at the 1 and creating a 2nd and 11 for the Wise Guys. 13 remaining here in this second quarter. Stop play here just a moment. I don't know if they get the spot right. Should have been half the distance. Yeah, it was it. The ball was at the 6 after the pass. Holding call, they move it back to the 3. The pass should not have counted. They're going to put it at the 3. Yeah, it was at the 6, so that's the right call. Here's the pass. Completion! Tackle made immediately right there. Good job defensively by the Woo. That is Jamie Colon. completed to Terrell Brown, and it brings up a 3rd down after the holding call. So now 3rd and 5 here for Hot Springs. Can the defense rise up once or twice more here for the Woo? Jordan Ambrose takes the snap. A yard deep in his own end zone. Fakes one pass and is brought down at the 6-yard line. Sack is made by the Woo. And it looks like Willie Miles III able to make the stop. And it's going to be 4th down. That was the first 3rd down conversion attempt for the Wise guys here today. And they are going to opt to give Iowa Woo the football. Iowa Woo will get the football. So the Woo will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15. It'll be the deepest part of the field for the Woo. Their first 3 drives started at the 25. This will be the worst field position for the Woo, but not bad field position at the 15. So it's basically the first 3 and out play for Hot Springs. And the Woo now take over 1st and 10. Leading it 14-12. 12 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. And a 1st and 10 call now for the Woo as they take over the possession for the 4th time today. Again, we're at the historic Hippodrome on the National Cattle Congress Fairgrounds in Waterloo. Back to pass now. Sharp throws it deep, and the ball is incomplete. Almost intercepted out there. One-on-one coverage down deep. They went for the long ball. Pass was nearly taken away there. Plenty of tickets available. You can go online to purchase your tickets or come right to the door next week and get them here. Iowa Woo back to pass on a 1st and 10 play with the 15. Ball is caught over the middle. And a nice job there on the completed pass. Carlos Rogers picks up the 1st down on a 14-yard pass completion. And the Woo have their 5th 1st down of the afternoon. So 1st down and 10 here. Fake handoff. Rogers back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll run it himself. Up that near hash mark and dives inside the 15. They'll mark him down at the 14-yard line. That'll be another 6-yard run. Should be 2nd and 4 coming up here for the Woo. Second and 4 from the 15-yard line. Vernon Sharp, the quarterback. In motion now goes Carlos Rogers. Fake handoff. Sharp flushed out of the pocket. Flag is down, and Rogers tripped up in the backfield there by Byron Lockhart Jr. Able to make the stop defensively, but a flag is down on the play. Maybe a holding call. It was about the area where Rogers was trying to be flushed out of the pocket. And that's going to cost the Woo a 10-yard penalty. So instead of it being 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line, it's now going to be 2nd and 14 from midfield. 25-yard line on a 50-yard field. And so now 2nd and 10 coming up here for the Woo. Back to pass, Rogers. Again, flushed out of the pocket. He'll run it himself. Cut it to the outside. 15-10 to the 5. And has an apparent 1st down, but a flag down again in the backfield. The flag came in the Iowa Woo backfield, and it was after Rogers made the cut up field. So Rogers, though, may have been called for outside the line. Yep. Running out of the lane by Rogers. So it's going to be second down. It's going to cost the Woo another penalty of 10 yards. So another 10-yard penalty here for the Woo. And now it's going to be second and a bunch. They've got to get to Cedar Falls for a first down. Iowa's going to challenge the play. Probably not a bad idea, but remember, the quarterback has to stay within the running lanes here. They mean runs. The terminology is lanes, but it's basically between the hash marks here. Rogers being flushed out of the pocket. Well, there's a nice shot of that football sitting right there in mid. One thing about the Arena League, by the way, you see a pass that may go over the baseboards here, the field boards that outline the field. That football goes into the crowd. You can keep it. That's your souvenir to take home. That's the nice thing about the Arena Football League. Give Tim Brown, the former Heisman Trophy winner, former Los Angeles Raider and Oakland Raiders star, a lot of credit. Hall of Famer is the owner of this league and the founder of this league. Came to Waterloo a year ago to introduce the Iowa Woo as one of the initial teams in this league. Actually, Brown was in attendance last week as well for the Woo's opener. And the penalty will stand, so the Woo will be penalized. That'll make it second down and 25 for the 15-yard line. 10 minutes, 4 seconds to go here in this second quarter. It seems like a slower paced second quarter than the first. Many penalties here in this second quarter. It's not been the cleanest of quarters for either side. And so the Woo now facing a second and 25 for their own 15-yard line. This is exactly where this third drive of the game started, was at the 15. They need to get it to the opposition 12 for a first down. Back to pass Rogers, looking, flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to rush out of the lane and gets up to the initial line of scrimmage and then a couple more up to the 20-yard line. That's a 20-yard gain. Fresh, it's a 15-yard gain. Rogers to throw as a receiver open along the base and it's caught for the first down. Jeff Mack coming up with the receiving end of that play. And that's an 18-yard completion for the Woo. 6th first down of the game here for Iowa. They pick up the first down. It's first and goal to go for the 4-yard line here for the Woo. Trying to extend the lead some more. Handoff and a cutback coming the other way. And they finally undercut at the 10-yard line. Handoff going to Jeff Mack. Nowhere for him to run, running to his right. He reverses course, comes to his left. But a good play defensively there by Hot Springs as the Wise Guys make the stop back at the 10-yard line. So it ends up being a loss of 6 on the play. The loss of 6 brings up second down and goal from the 10 here for the Woo. Mack again the ball carrier. Brought down at the 9. There'll be a gain of 1 on the play.
Here we go, fans. Let's hear you.
team-wise. Iowa right now is just over 100 yards rushing, or 100 total yards in the game, I should say, at 101. But it's third down again. And the Woo so far are 2 of 4 in third down conversion tries today. Man starts in motion. Rogers will take the snap, hands it back to Mack. Mack goes to his right, cuts back to his left, trying to get forward, breaks out of one tackle, and fights his way to the 2-yard line. Taylor Hunt was right there into Hunt, trying to make the stop for the Hot Springs. But it ends up being an 8-yard gain. And it's now 4th down and goal to go here for the Woo. 14-12 to score with 6:30 remaining. This last drive alone, going from the Woo's 15 to where they are now, is taking about 4 minutes off the clock, a little more than that. So quarterback Rogers ready to take the snap, or Vernon Sharp, I should say, ready to take the snap, and the handoff goes nowhere. Wow, Hot Springs are ready to blow that play up right at the point of contact. They gave it to Mack, and he was tackled immediately as he got the football. That's a terrific defensive play on the part of Hot Springs. It results in a 1-yard loss. And the ball goes over on downs now. Back to Hot Springs. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Iowa Woo 5. So the Woo able to convert a huge 2nd and 25 situation, eventually getting it to within the goal line, but a nice defensive stop here once again by Hot Springs. And that was the bread and butter that helped Hot Springs win their game last week in their inaugural game as a franchise when they knocked off the Eau Claire Axemen by a final of 38-24. 2 goal line stops in that game, and it resulted in a 14-point win for Hot Springs. 6 minutes, 10 seconds remaining. Officials discussing something right now out there at about the 6-yard line. 4 of them are huddled up out in the middle of the field. The Iowa Woo team is huddled up close to their bench at the 10. And the Wise guys, they've got their team huddled up at around the 2-yard line on the other side of the hash marks. Ready to get this one here going once again. Not a bad crowd on hand here for a Sunday afternoon, considering Tom's celebration this weekend with My Waterloo Days. The carnival occupying part of the parking lot here at the National Cattle Congress Fairgrounds. A lot of activities this weekend here, but not a bad crowd for a Sunday afternoon game here at the Hippodrome. So it's 1st and 10 from the 5-yard line now as Hot Springs takes over after the defensive stop. Jordan Ambrose, the quarterback. Pass, or he'll drive it himself, and will be bounced out of bounds there at about the 12-yard line. So it's a gain of 8 on the play. Called again a 7. And they waste a little time going. Ambrose back to pass, and that ball hit something on the ceiling here on the near side and is out of bounds. So now it's 3rd down. And just like that, it's a whole different situation here for Hot Springs, facing a 3rd and 3. Line of scrimmage will be just inside the near hash mark here at the 12-yard line on that Cedar Valley Medical Specialist logo. Right at the top of the V in Valley is where that football is placed. And it's Ambrose ready to take the snap. Man starts upfield, high snap, hauled in. Ambrose looks, and is going to be throwing just as he's hit. Will throw it out of bounds. Goes about 4 rows deep into the arena bleachers on the other side. The initial pressure provided by Jamie Colon for the Woo. And now it's 4th down. Well, 4.5 minutes to go. And there is a flag down against Hot Springs. But the penalty is going to go against Hot Springs, so that's going to back them up to the 4-yard line. So it results in a 10-yard penalty here. And they will opt to go for this here, needing a 4th and about 12. They need to get into the 16-yard line for a first down. Ambrose standing about 4 yards deep in his own end zone. Takes the snap high. Flushed out of the pocket, will throw it, and that ball is going to be out of bounds again. And the Woo hold. It'll be first down and goal to go for the Woo as they make the stop and will take over now at the Hot Springs 4-yard line on that stop. We'll see how much that decision maybe comes back to help the Woo and haunt Hot Springs. Last time they were in this situation, they were facing a 4th and about 2 and opted to give Iowa Woo the football, which moved it back to the 15-yard line. This time they decide to go for it, testing that Iowa Woo defense, and that defense rose to the occasion. Now can the Woo capitalize? 1st and 10, and this is where the Hot Springs defense has been pretty good over the first game and a half on their goal line stand. Vernon Sharp ready to take the snap. In motion is Carlos Rogers. Handoff up the middle and just cut down short of the goal line as Jeff Mack gets to the 1-yard line. So a 3-yard gain for Mack. And it's going to be first and goal. Make that second a goal from the 1-yard line. Sharp again, directing traffic. Handoff goes to Mack. He's going to be stopped short again. No gain on the play that time for Mack. And now it's 3rd down and goal. 3 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Woo trying to get some momentum prior to halftime here. Leading it by a very slim 14-12 margin. But a golden opportunity right here to punch it in, facing a 3rd and goal for the 1. They got it, Mack. 3rd time's a charm. Takes it to the house for the touchdown. Jeff Mack with his 3rd touchdown run of the day. The touchdown coming at the 2:57 mark of this second quarter. Mack on a 1-yard run, and now the Woo will go for 1 on this conversion try. Loading at 20-14. 2:47 remaining here in the first half. And Vernon Sharp checks out the plays that are attached to his left arm. And actually the Woo now deciding instead to go for 2. They'll line up at the 10-yard line. Initially they were lining up to 5, decided to go for 2 instead. Trying to make this lead, and it will not happen as Vernon Sharp running it himself, and the run fails. But the Iowa Woo able to punch it in on a 1-yard run by Jeff Mack, and it's now a 20-12 lead here for the Woo with 2:47 to go here in this first half. Mack with 3 touchdown runs today, 6 yards, 3 yards, and 1 yard. Likewise, for the Hot Springs Wise guys, quarterback Jordan Ambrose has both touchdown scores on runs of 12 and 6 yards. So now the Woo will throw it off here. Carlos Rogers standing back in his own end zone to our right. The deep man right here is Ray Bibbins, and that pass is going to be out of bounds. So it'll be a touchback. That will put the football at the 5-yard line here for Hot Springs. They'll have to take it 45 yards to punch it in. Clock now showing 2:10 and counting here in this second quarter. Clock is stopped momentarily for the play after the touchback. And here's the run now by the quarterback, Jordan Ambrose. Big run into Iowa Woo territory to the 21-yard line. 24-yard run for Ambrose. For Hot Springs from the Iowa Woo 21-yard line. Big completion just before the first half. Rush is on, and a penalty flag will come out. Now, was it movement or was it offsides? It looked like encroachment or offsides here for the Woo. They were showing Brits. Yeah, it's going to be offsides against the Woo, so that's going to cost them 5 yards. Well, they gambled right there and lost on the gamble. Now it's going to be a 1st and 5 situation. They'll put the line of scrimmage here at the 16-yard line. Jordan Ambrose back to pass, takes the snap, flushed out of the pocket, will keep it and try to run it and be brought down. Double tackle made right there by the Woo. Looked like Juan Moore, one of the two guys in there in the stop, along with Roger Lewis. It's only going to be a 2-yard gain on the play. $99 yards of total offense right now unofficially for Hot Springs, but it's 2nd down and 2 to go. Line of scrimmage will be at the 12-yard line. Ambrose to pass. Man is in the backfield, flushed out of the pocket. Now a late throw by Ambrose. That ball is going to be incomplete. There is a flag down on the play as well. Boy, they had the receiver open there in the end zone. Lou Dorsey was the intended target. He had it briefly and then dropped it at the last minute, but the flag is down. It's right about where the quarterback, Ambrose, was hit. And it's going to be a holding call against Hot Springs, so even had that pass been caught, it would have been nullified. Dorsey felt bad for himself. He didn't hang on to the pass, but as it turned out, it would not have mattered. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty here facing Hot Springs. So now it's going to be 2nd and 12 yards to go. It'll be 2nd and 12 from about the 23-yard line here. And all of a sudden, we're down to about 1 minute and 54 seconds remaining. Ambrose takes the snap. Throws it deep. Got a receiver in double coverage. That ball is going to be incomplete. Bounced off the back of the placard right there. The intended target downfield was Aaron Dilworth. Unable to come up with it. Dilworth is a guy, by the way, that's got some past experience. He's played the Canadian Football League, the XFL, Indoor Football League. He comes from Division II Texas A&M Kingsville, where he played his college football. He's one of the most decorated guys on this Hot Springs football team. He was the intended target, but the high pass hit the backboard first, goes incomplete, and it brings up a 3rd and 12 now for Hot Springs. The Wise Guys with the football facing that 3rd and 12. Here's the snap. Back to pass Ambrose. He's going to be flushed and brought down on the sack. Brought down and sacked. Kyvon Smith. He got the initial hit right there. And it's going to be 4th down now. And the clock under a minute to go with 42 seconds to go. That's a loss of 5. At 4th down now, they need to get to the 11-yard line. Ambrose throws to the far side. He brought down right there, right at midfield. Pass was caught by Troy Evans. That's only a 4-yard gain and not nearly enough for a first down. So the ball goes over on downs, back to the Woo. Wise Guys, 3 times they've had a 3rd down conversion try. 3 times they've failed. That's the 2nd time they've gone for 4th down. The 2nd time they've failed. And with 7 seconds to go. 7. Iowa Woo has time to possibly get this one in. They got to go half the distance. Back to pass right now. It is Sharp. And he'll be brought down. 13 seconds left. It was 17 before. Sharp was sacked for a loss of 4 on the play. Back to the 21-yard line. So a timeout on the field right now as the Woo will have 6 seconds to work with here. Possibly a chance to one pass to the end zone with 6 seconds to go. Facing a 2nd down and about 13. Scoreboard says 2nd and 10, but it's actually 2nd and 13. Line of scrimmage at the 22-yard line here, and the ball is placed right between the hashes. Or in the middle of the lane, as they say in the Arena League. Vernon Sharp standing back at his own 16-yard line, ready to take the snap. Barks out the signals, blitz is on. Sharp steps up, throws it deep. He's got a receiver there. It's going to be incomplete. Receiver was well covered downfield. It was intended for Leslie Owusu. And it's going to be 3rd down, but the clock is quarterback with a pair of runs, covering 6 and 3 yards. Woo got the first look of the game, going up 8-0. Hot Springs came back to take a 12-8 advantage, and then both second quarter touchdowns coming from the Woo, giving them a 20-12 lead. So ready to get the throw off here to start the second half. Throw off by the Iowa Woo, taking the 5. The return man is going to be stopped and dropped. Nice return right there by Hot Springs. That was Ray Bivens on the return, taking it near his own 5-yard line, getting up to the 14-yard line, and that is where Hot Springs will start. Teams, of course, have switched ends of the field, so Hot Springs now going right to left here in the second half. Ball spotted at the 14-yard line, and it's 1st and 10 right there for Hot Springs. Jordan Ambrose remains a quarterback here for Hot Springs. Receiver on the near side is Troy Evans. He'll go in motion, back to pass, looking to throw. Pass is caught. Aaron Dilworth on the receiving end of the pass out to the 21-yard line. He'll be about 3 yards short of a first down. It brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down from the 21. Come on, Woo fans. Where's your energy? Get behind your team. So it'll be about a 6-yard gain.
Here's a snap again. Ambrose, it's high. Rushes on. He'll throw it, and it's going to go out of bounds. Hit the speaker right above the Iowa Woo bench. And that'll be third down coming up.
Third down for the 21. Come on, fans. Let's hear you.
So again, the Wise Guys 0 for 3 in third down conversions. And a week ago, here in this same arena, the Iowa Woo had a 38-14 lead at the end of the first half, and this is kind of where it fell apart for the Woo. And a blitz is on! Ambrose nowhere to go. He's going to be smothered and dropped. Another failed third down conversion for Hot Springs. That is their fourth one today. In 4 tries, they were unable to convert. And it's a big loss back to the 11-yard line. That's a loss of about 9 yards. And it's now fourth down. The Wise Guys, they're 0 for 2 on fourth down tries. Blitz is on. Ambrose back to pass. Steps up, throws. Receivers wide open downfield, but throws short, intercepted. Taken away there by Marcel Brooks. He's got the return of the 20, to the 15, to the 10, and pushed out of bounds. It's a return of about 30 yards. And that is the first turnover of the afternoon by Hot Springs. About a 30-yard return. The interception coming at about the 7-yard line, and it returns it to the 12 at the other end. Initially, it looked like he might have been stopped around midfield. Oh, they're ruling an incomplete pass. They said the ball hit the ceiling. But in terms of Iowa, it does not matter. They will get the football because that was fourth down. The only thing it does, it takes away the interception and the turnover. The Woo will get it first and 10 now at the 12. So either way, they'll get it about where the interception was returned to. So first and 10 now for the Woo. Here's the snap. Taken there by Sharp. And the handoff to the far side. Small gain for Jeff Mack. He got about a yard on the carry. $11:53 remaining here in this third quarter. 20-12 advantage for the Woo. They're trying to extend that lead right here on their opening possession of this second half. Again, this was the point in the game last week with that 38-14 lead where it just completely fell apart for the Woo. Mack again with a strong run up the middle. Initially cut to the right, and right up the middle between the hashes. Right down the middle of the lane, it gets a nominal gain to about the 8-yard line. So that'll be a gain of about 3 yards. But it does bring up third down. Call it 6. Sharp, the handoff. Mack, wide open, run up the middle, cuts it outside, takes it in to score. Touchdown, Iowa Woo. It's an 8-yard touchdown run on the opening possession of the second half for the Woo. They just gained their 5th first down of the afternoon. And the touchdown coming at the 10:55 mark of this third quarter. Mack with his 4th touchdown run of the afternoon. This one from 8 yards out. They'll go for 2 with the Woo. Ball's placed at the 10-yard line, so this will be a 2-point conversion attempt. Score right now is 26-12, a 14-point lead. Trying to extend that lead to 16 right here. Back to pass now is Sharp. Looking, looking, wide open. And Owusu again with his second two-point conversion completion. So Owusu catches the conversion pass from Sharp. And it extends the Woos lead now to 28-12. And we have an injury timeout here on the field. One of the Steam players is shaken up out there at the 5-yard line. Trainer is out attending to him. Jeff Mack, what a day. A 6-yard touchdown run to cap the opening drive of the game for the Woo. He also scored on the first play of scrimmage to start the second quarter after the Woo fell behind 12-8. That touchdown run of 3 yards by Mack gave the Woo a 14-12 lead. And then with just under 3 minutes to go in the first half, he punched it in from a yard out, scoring for the third time. The run failed, and now an 8-yard run for his fourth touchdown rush of the day. The injured Hot Spring player is Marcus Cody. He'll be helped to the sideline. Always unfortunate when a player gets injured in a game, but saw one of the Woo players shaken up earlier in the game as well. But a 28-12 lead. As the Woo knows from last week, no lead is comfortable. Again, they were ahead last week, 38-14 after the first quarter. But a series of mistakes in that game a week ago cost the Woo a victory. They ended up falling 71-56. Here is the throw off and the return. Ray Bibbins takes it near his own 5-yard line, gets a return out to the 16, and that's where Hot Springs will begin its first drive of the second half. 1st and 10 from its own 15-yard line. Owen Upton, glad to be here with you today from the Hippodrome in Waterloo, Iowa. The oldest entertainment facility in use in Iowa. Facility that opened in 1919 and has hosted a variety of entertainment over the years. Once was home to an NBA team in the inaugural year. The old Waterloo Hawks called this facility home. Here's a quick pass over to the far side. That ball is complete by Hot Springs. It's going to be a 9-yard gain on the play. And it was Troy Evans on the receiving end. Brings up 2nd down and 2. They'll call the 8-yard gain. So call that 2nd down and 2. We're shielded a little bit here by the support structures where I'm sitting. There's another pass completion. Lou Dorsey this time on the receiving end. That should be enough for a first down. Might depend on the spot of the football, but it looks like it's just beyond the down marker. Yep, in Iowa Woo territory at the 24-yard line. So it's a gain of 3. So the Wise guys, with their first down of the second half on this, their opening drive. This their second drive, I should say. Here's a quick throw, and that pass is caught. On the near sideline, it went over the hands of Dilworth and into the hands of Troy Evans for a completion. That's a 16-yard gain, and it brings up first down and goal. So first and goal. Ball is spotted here at the 8-yard line. 8 minutes, 9 seconds remaining here in this third quarter. Ambrose, the quarterback. Troy Evans in the backfield. Ambrose throws. Caught by Dilworth. Run at the first down marker, at the scrimmage marker, and no gain on the play.
Anthony Webb on the stop on the play. Brings up second down and goal number 9.
So a nice stop there by the Woo. Line of scrimmage down at the 9. Actually, they mark it for a yard loss on the play. Man in motion, high snap again, pulled down by Ambrose. Puts his on. Throw is going to be there. The touchdown. A 9-yard throw. It's Dilworth with the score. I believe I said Dorsey. Dilworth with the score. And it comes from 9 yards out. So that's the first touchdown pass of the afternoon by Ambrose, and the first completion by Dilworth. And now a 2-point conversion try right here by Ambrose and company. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And throws. That pass is incomplete. So with 7:22 to go here in this third quarter, prizes including a silver round autographed jersey. Just log on to the app and find out more information. The Arena Football League app, courtesy of Fanclb. Here's the throw off, and it's taken to the backfield right there. And a strong return coming from Jeff Mack, who's had a heck of a day today with 4 touchdown runs. Gets a 5-yard return there. And this will be the worst field position of the day that the Iowa Woo have started from. Their first 3 drives all started at midfield. The last drive in this first half started at about the 12 in Hot Springs territory. This is the deepest place in the field they've been all day to begin a drive. There's a snap. Taken there by Sharp. Ooh, and a collar tackle right there on the handoff. Handoff went to Jeff Mack. And I ended up brought down into the play. It'll be second down and 10 now. Again, the football at the 5-yard line. Front is Sharp, ready to take the snap. Man in motion for the far side. By Sharp. Sharp in that play, running up to the 9 for a 4-yard gain.
Brings up third down from the 9-yard line. Third down and 6.
Gets it to the 9-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 6. We've been fairly efficient, just 2 of 5, but 2 key third down conversions earlier in the first half. But right now, they are 2 of 5 on third down conversion tries. Here's the snap. Taken by Sharp. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll run it straight ahead. Eludes 1 tackle, and it's finally brought down. Close to the first down yardage right there. Darian Primus able to make the stop there defensively. It's going to be 4th and inches, a gain of about 5.5 yards. So the Woo misfire again on third down. But on 4th down tries today, the Woo are 1 of 3. Here they need just a yard. Line of scrimmage at the 14. They'll fake the handoff. Ambrose throws it over the middle. That ball is deflected and then dropped and nearly intercepted. And the ball goes over on downs. Taylor Hunt's the guy making the stop defensively there for the Wise guys. And now first down and 10 for the Wise guys here as they take possession at the 14-yard line. Really the best field position of the day now for the Wise guys. So this game now could flip on a dime right here. But a high snap over the head of Ambrose, rushes back to the other 16-yard line and throws it. It's incomplete. But that might have been the best thing that could have happened to the Woo. If they couldn't have got the football, that may have been the best thing that could have happened, because after that botched snap, and that thing been completed and went for positive yardage, that could have been devastating for Iowa. It also could have been the best thing to happen for Hot Springs if you look at it at that end. That the fact that they're lucky they were able to incomplete the pass and get themselves out of a situation. Now it's going to be second down and 10. Can the Woo defense stiffen again? Here's the throw from Ambrose over the middle to the end zone. Pass broken up and intercepted. Intercepted in the end zone by the Woo. They're going to run it out to the 5-yard line. And that will be the first turnover of the game now for Hot Springs. Come out, spike the ball in midfield. Terrific job right there. And it looked like it was Anthony Webb that intercepted that pass in the end zone. First and 10 from the 5. And now it'll be Carlos Rogers coming in to quarterback the Woo. This is where the game flipped a week ago. Rogers clearly, quarterback, will need a better performance in the second half than last week. He'll throw the first pass, got the completion right there. It is caught, and it's going to be a first down for the Woo. And he's trying to find his way out of multiple tackles right there after the receiver, the football. And JoJo Olabrice able to make a spectacular catch and some runs out to the 19-yard line. That is a 14-yard gain for the Woo. They pick up their 6th first down of the afternoon. Here's a run now by Carlos Rogers. And Rogers is going to be brought down in Hot Springs territory. Tackled at the 23-yard line. That's a gain of about 8 yards. And a timeout on the field. Got an injured Iowa player. No, correction, that's the injured Hot Springs player on the far sideline. Got it bent over there. Trainer quickly coming out to assist him. 3-yard line for Hot Springs. Ambrose, the quarterback. He's been behind center the entire game. It's Woo football after the interception. And the throw to Jeff Mack on the far sideline is caught. That's going to be close to first down yardage there for the Woo, up to the 21-yard line. So it's a gain of 2 for the Woo.
Brings up third down and a yard.
Third down and 1 now for Iowa. See if they can take advantage of Hot Springs' first turnover of the game. The flush out of the pocket, Rogers, he's got the first down, rushes inside the 15, and it is all the way down to the 12-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain for the Woo. The 7th first down of the game for Iowa. They're neck and neck with Hot Springs in that category. Wise guys with 8. Good fake handoff there. Carlos Rogers using a little bit of his athletic ability there to fight his way away from a defender. Good rush on the play there by Taylor Hunt. Hunt unable to make the stop, and Rogers able to pick up about 4 yards of the play, call it 3 to the 9-yard line. So it's 2nd down and 7 right there. Rogers stays in at quarterback. Mack is flanked to his right in the backfield. Man starts in motion for the near side. They'll hand it off to Mack. Mack rushes out to the far sideline. He'll pick up a couple yards, it looks like, to about the 7-yard line. And it's going to be 3rd and call it 5. Call it again at 2 on the play. But it's 3rd down. It'll be a short 6 or a long 5, whichever way you want to look at it here. It looks like a timeout on the field. That's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. So the end of the 3rd quarter. So the Woo in control right now, leading at 28-18. The Woo facing a 3rd and 6. When we come back, Aaron Dilworth with the 1 reception. So they switch into the field. The Woo have it now facing a 3rd and 6. Carlos Rogers flushed out of the pocket, and he'll be brought down there by Taylor Hunt. No gain on the play that time. Taylor Hunt able to make the stop defensively. So now a pivotal 4th down play coming up here for the Woo. In Iowa today, just 2 of 7 on 3rd down conversion attempts. And here's a throw over the middle in double coverage, and that ball nearly intercepted, falls incomplete. The ball goes over on downs. Broken up in the end zone. So the ball goes over on downs. Hot Springs now will take over. Do want to remind you, the Iowa Woo will be back here next week hosting the Ozark Lunker. A Saturday game, actually be the end of the week, 7:05 to start. Hosting the Ozark Lunkers, 7:05 on Saturday. Just 1 home game remaining after that. Already the 3rd home game of the season in this 4th quarter. Here's Ambrose, throws, pass complete, out by the 15-yard line. Caught there once again by Dilworth. Hauls it in. And it's going to be 2nd down and about 3 yards to go. So a gain of 7 on the play. Second, call it 3 yards to go. Ambrose back to pass. Flag is out. Ambrose will keep it himself, has the apparent 1st down in Iowa Woo territory. Still on his feet, and finally is brought down inside the 20 at about the 19-yard line. But again, a flag is down. There are 2 flags down, 1 laying right on the 15-yard line just behind the far hash mark, and 1 at the 14-yard line here on the near hash mark. And offsides defense, it's going to be declined, and it will be a 1st down here for Hot Springs. So it'll be a gain of 16 yards on that play. So the 1st down after the Woo commit the penalty, which was declined. That is the White Guys' 9th 1st down of the afternoon. Football spotted now at the Woo 19-yard line. Ambrose back to pass. Man starts in motion. Ambrose will throw to the near side. Pass is caught, and an immediate stop. On the receiving end of the pass was Marlon Washington. Levon Smith got the hit for the Iowa Woo, but no gain on the play. Second down the call. Actually, it is a gain of 1, correction. A gain of 1 to the 18-yard line. High snap once again. Ambrose brushed and sacked. Brought down in the backfield right there. Trey Harlan and Kayvon Smith meet at the quarterback and sandwich Ambrose to the turf. That's a loss of 7 yards back to midfield at the 25-yard line. So third down at about 15 yards to go from midfield. Ambrose to pass. There's the throw over the middle. Ball is caught. Found a receiver out there. And on the receiving end of the pass is Troy Evans. But it will bring up fourth down. You mean fourth and about 2. So a 13-yard gain. 0 for 5 now at third down conversions are the wise guys. Back to pass. Ambrose sacked again. Back by the original line of scrimmage. And it's Jamie Colon making the defensive play right there and stopping the wise guys. These guys remain 0-4 fourth down conversion tries. That's a loss of 6 on the play. And the ball goes back over to the Woo now. With 11:32 remaining here in this fourth quarter and a 28-18 lead for Iowa. Man in motion down the backfield. Rogers remains in at quarterback. Back to throw. Over the middle into the sideline. It's incomplete. Pass was intended out there for Justin Brown. Thrown a bit behind him right there, but in a safe area where at least it was not going to be intercepted. But it is going to be second down and 10 here from the 18-yard line now for the Woo. Really, this is a pivotal drive if you think about it, because with just a 10-point lead, if they can put it in here, they can get that lead up to 16. And then even 1 or 2. But that ball is going to be thrown and deflected out of bounds. Nice effort defensively there for the Darien Primus. Got the hand on there and the quarterback pressure. So in the fourth quarter now, the Woo have run a total of 4 plays and have no yards here in this fourth quarter. Through 3 quarters, unofficially 167 yards in total offense. And Rogers fakes the head off right up the middle run. He's got the first down of this. Take it to the house. Touchdown, Rogers. Rogers for the score. From 33 yards out. And the Woo on that rush gives them almost exactly 200 yards. And they will go for 2 to try to make this a 3-score game. 9:53 the time on the clock for the touchdown. A 33-yard run for Carlos Rogers. His first score of the afternoon. And now the 2-point conversion try here for the Woo. Well, I just mentioned 4 plays and no yards. They got a big one right there, a big chunk. Carlos Rogers all kinds of time to throw. Looking, still looking. And now he's going to be flushed out of the pocket. We'll try to throw in a hit from behind. Down he goes. Good coverage opportunity right there for the wise guys. And the pass no good. So it makes it 34-18, but the significance of that play on both sides, if the Woo can convert, it is a 3 before returning home to host that Ozark team on the 21st of June. And then they'll travel to Springfield, Missouri to take on the Lunkers on June 28th. Then they've got games at Kansas City on July 12th, at home against Kansas City on July 19th, and then they will close their season against the Iowa Woo in Hot Springs, Arkansas on July 19th in the regular season finale. So it becomes a touchback here for the Iowa Woo. Hot Springs will take over at the 25-yard line. Really the best field position of the day now for Hot Springs, so a golden opportunity here if you're cheering on the Wise guys for them to make some noise here. Ambrose back to pass, throws it out into the flat, and it's caught. Lou Dorsey on the receiving end of that pass makes the grab for a gain of 6.
Brings up second down from the 19-yard line.
Gets it to the 19-yard line on that gain of 6 yards. It's 169 yards of total offense unofficially for Hot Springs this afternoon. Iowa with 200. So statistically, it's been a fairly close game. But Iowa Woo more successful on offense this week than last, especially the second half. Here's a throw, wide open, and caught for the touchdown in the end zone. It's Aaron Dilworth with the completion, and he jumped over the board after making the catch. That is an 18-yard touchdown completion. The touchdown coming with 8:22 remaining, so they'll go for 2-point conversion here to make this an 8-point game. Ambrose back to pass, flushed out of the pocket, looking, back in the end zone, throws it out of bounds, and the conversion pass no good. So that Iowa defense holds on the 2-point conversion. Keeps it the lead at 10 at 34-24. 8:12 remaining in this game. Dilworth with the 18-yard scoring pass from Ambrose. The conversion pass fails. And again, it's 34-24 now. Remains a 2-possession advantage for the Woo. And they'll have 8 minutes to work with it here. Back deep to receive this throw off. For the Woo is Marcel Brooks. Standing back at his own 5-yard line. Back deep to throw it for Hot Springs. It's Deshaun Palmer. Oh, it's going to be off the hands of the Iowa Woo into the end zone, and that ball looks like it is recovered by the Woo. And that may be a safety. Brooks was tackled in the end zone, and boy, that's a big play there. Hot Springs getting a safety on the throw-off with 7:58 to go here in this fourth quarter. Well, Iowa Woo had just stopped him from getting the 2-point conversion. But then Marcel Brooks, the ball goes through his hands. And he gets brought down in the end zone. So 34-26 And, of course, the other thing that does, now Hot Springs will get the football back. So the Iowa Woo defense needs to step up here. With just under 8 minutes to go.
It's time for an Iowa Woo throw-off.
They successfully stopped the 2-point conversion, but then allowed the safety, which in essence is the same thing. Rogers throws it deep. It is taken on the far side of the 10 and a push back to the 5-yard line. He got forward progress to the 10, so we'll be marked down right there. On the return, it was Ray Bivens once again for Hot Springs. The 1st and 10 right here. For Hot Springs. Wise guys, with a score here, could in essence tie the game with a 2-point conversion. Jordan Ambrose has quarterbacked the entire game here for the Wise guys today. In motion, that is Dilworth. Downfield, they're going to air it out to him. And the ball's incomplete. Got knocked over the end board here. One of his teammates quickly comes to attend to him. Darren Labette. Looks like Dilworth is okay, and he'll go right back into the game after that incomplete pass.
All right, fans, wish your energy. I need to hear you for your defense.
So 2nd down and 10 now for the 10-yard line here for Hot Springs. Iowa showing blitz. They bring the blitz. The pass is caught on the far side. It's Troy Evans receiving the catch. Brought down after about a 3-yard gain.
It was Anthony Webb on the hit. Brings up 3rd.
And it brings down 3rd down and 7.
3rd down and 7. Come on, fans, get behind your team.
Line of scrimmage at the 17-yard line. Ambrose again will take the snap. Oh, the receiver, though, is over the line of scrimmage. They didn't snap the football. And Troy Evans, the route guy, way off sides on the other side because of the miscommunication and not snapping the football. That's going to cost Hot Springs 5 yards. That's the 6th penalty of the act here for Hot Springs. Ray Bivens is flanked to the left of quarterback Ambrose. Ambrose unleashes it, throws it right to the 1st down marker, and is it ruled a catch? I don't believe it is. It's going to be 4th down. Yeah, 4th down. Pass ruled incomplete. Key defensive stop coming up right here for the Iowa Woo. 6 times, Hot Springs has had a chance to convert on 3rd down and have come up empty. And instead of going for 4th down, they are going to give it to the Woo and trust their defense. The Woo will have it 1st and 10 at their own 15. It was a week ago that set the tone for Hot Springs against stopping 2 scores on a goal line stand against the Eau Claire Axemen in a matchup of the 2 newest teams in this league playing their inaugural games. Hot Springs ended up winning that game 38-24. The score right now is very similar to last week, 34-26. The only difference is Hot Springs playing its first game on the road and the Iowa Woo hosting an expansion team. instead of a rematch of the Arena Mania championship game last week. Carlos Rogers with a run. He gains a yard. Carlos Rogers gaining 1 yard. Unofficially, about 201 yards of total offense here for the Woo this afternoon. 190 for the Wise Guys. Clock down to just under 5 minutes remaining in the game. Rogers again on the run. He'll take it himself, spin, and get away from the defender briefly there, but makes his way up to the 21 yard, or up to the 19-yard line. That's a gain of 3 on the play. So 3rd and 6 now with 4:27 left. Woo trying to maintain that 8-point lead or extend it right here on this possession. Back to pass Rogers, flush out of the pocket. Man, open over the middle, ball caught. First down, Woo. It is Chris Franklin, it looks like, coming up on the receiving end of that play. An 11-yard gain for first down. For the Woo, that is first down number 9 this afternoon. Third down is batted out of the air. Looked like the intended receiver out there was JoJo Olibrice. But a good defensive play there on the part of Hot Springs. Deflecting the pass, knocking it away. Still 2nd and 10. The ball spotted now at the Wiseman 18.5-yard line. This should be 2nd and 10. They need to get it to about the 8-yard line for a first down. With an 8-point advantage. Here's the handoff. There's a spin at the line of scrimmage. Gets away briefly. That's Jeff Mack on the run. Mack is brought down for what looks like to be a yard or 2 loss on the play. Depends on the spot of the football. They'll mark him down just inside the 20. So it's a loss of 2 on the play. And it's 3rd down, and call it 12 from the 20-yard line. Just inside the 20. Clock down to 2:17 remaining. This is a key possession here with an 8-point lead. Woo trying to hopefully put the game away right here. There's the throw over the middle, but it's incomplete. That ball was well off the target right there. Intended for Justin Brown. So 3rd down conversion, no good for the Woo, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. So with a 2-minute warning right here, we'll take a break. Metrodome here, the Iowa Woo facing a 4th and 12 for the Hot Springs 20-yard line here with an 8-point lead with 2 minutes remaining. Key offensive play right here and a key defensive play for Hot Springs if they can make this stop. Carlos Rogers flushed out of the pocket, throws to the end zone. Caught for the touchdown. It is Jeff Mack on the receiving end of that 20-yard score. Jeff Mack on the 20-yard reception for the touchdown. And the Woo will go for 2. The touchdown coming with 1:54 remaining. Jeff Mack with 5 scores today, 4 on the ground, 1 through the air. And an incredible day in this Arena League game. Here's the snap as the Woo go for 2. Rogers back to pass, throws. Zone ball caught for the 2. Leslie Owusu on the receiving end. And it's 42-26 now. As the Iowa Woo take a decisive lead here late in this game. Mack catching a 20-yard pass from Carlos Rogers. Rogers' first touchdown pass of the day. But his second score, he had a rushing touchdown earlier. And Owusu catching the pass.
Fans, a reminder, there will be an autograph session after the game. Come meet your favorite player or coach.
And now comes the throw off for the Woo with 1:49 left. So now the Iowa Woo defense, they step up, they can win this game. That ball's going to go off the hands of Evans back toward the end zone, but the tackle made back at the 2-yard line.
First and 10 from the 2. Let's go.
So Hot Springs now has to take it 48 yards. Plus they need another score. First and 10 at the 2-yard line.
Let's get behind your defense. Iowa, 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 Iowa.
Back to pass Ambrose, deep in his own end zone, throws it downfield. He's got Dilworth open, but incomplete. Too far out in front of him. Got a good coverage there by the Woo as well. Marcel Brooks going 1-on-1 with him downfield, and it's second down and 10.
Second down and 10. Come on, fans. Let's get some energy for your defense.
Ambrose again stands deep in his own end zone at the top, and the penalty flags come out. This could be a 1-yard penalty. If it is against the Wise Guys, then it is a procedure penalty. So Hot Springs with another penalty here. They're 7th in the afternoon. It'll be half the distance of the goal line, and that'll move it back to the 1. Now they have to go 49 yards, and there's 1:39 remaining in the game, facing a second and call it 12.
All right, fans. Get behind your defense.
Ambrose, he's got his back almost against the billboard. That snap is out of bounds. That's going to be a safety. The second safety in this game, and it comes with 1:37 to go. Ball was snapped out of bounds at the 1.
Just a reminder, there will be an autograph session after the game on the field. Go meet your favorite players, coaches, referees.
And that's going to increase the lead now to 44-26. And the Iowa Woo get the football after the safety.
It's time for another throw.
So this time it'll be Jordan Ambrose throwing it off. No, correction. It is going to be Vishon Palmer with a throw off. Bounces at the 9. It is taken there by the Woo. And it's Melsar Brooks on the return. Oh, and some extracurriculars out there at midfield. Around the 13-yard line between the hash marks. Don't see any flags on the play. Things getting a bit testy out there right now with 1:31 remaining. Woo will have it 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. 233 yards of offense unofficially today by the Woo. About 190 offensive yards for Hot Springs. And the Woo right now with that all-important 44-26 lead. 18-point lead with about a minute and a half to go. Man in motion. Carlos Rogers scramble up the middle. He'll get about 7 yards on the game. Inside the 15 of the 17-yard line. And that puts the Woo right at 250 yards of total offense here today. More importantly for Iowa, the clock showing a minute 10 and counting. Woo could just pick up a first down here. In all intents and purposes, this game would be over. Likely is anyway with an 18-point lead. And they'll take their time, snapping the clock here, get that play clock down as low as possible. Rogers takes the snap, hands it off. The man of the day right there carries the football. That is Jeff Mack. And Mack picks up the first down on a 5-yard run. So the Woo have their 11th first down of the day. 7 of those first downs coming here in the second half. Clock down to 33 seconds remaining. And they'll just take a knee. Carlos Rogers back at the 16-yard line. That'll be a 4-yard loss. But it's a 4-yard loss to secure the win. Final score. Iowa Woo pick up their first win of the season. 44-26 is the final. So the Woo improved to 1-1 on the year, and Jeff Mack today was
Fly away. It's the first time of today.